Have you ever heard someone say, the moment I walked away, I said, you know what, it's going to be, it will come, it will come. It came. Yeah. Because they were holding so tight to it that they didn't allow it to breathe. The moment they released it, it went, finally, I can be. Because you were choking it. So, the morning blessing today is specifically for Friday. Because you have the weekend. And because you have the weekend, the morning blessing says, capturing the moments as they bloom. And that is from the 5 pillars, right? You always know that, right? So let us do a little bit of your usual breathing. We have to remember, we start with breathing. That's how we start. That's how we came. That's why in the old days you got a slap on your butt when you were born. So you go and start to breathe on your own. We forgot that though. So I make sure we bring it in. So good morning, beautiful souls, wonderful people. Let's begin with grounding breath. Breathe in the newest of this moment. It's a new moment, now, that moment. And hold it. Breathe it in and hold it for 7. Release anything that is lingering from yesterday. Release it, let it go. Take it again. A new moment has appeared. What is in that moment? Breathe it in and release the last moment. It's gone. Cannot come back. Do it again. New moment. Breathe it in and let the second moment go. You're in the moment of time. And that's how we have to live our life. But we are not taught that. And we are what we were taught. So what we have to remember is we need to smile. Because we woke up today, no matter what the day holds, what frightening thoughts that you invented, I invented, we all invented, or they were told, we heard the news, whatever they are, we woke up today. And we have the opportunity to capture moments as they unfold or as they bloom. So that's worth it. And if we are in the moment, we do not remember the history or the mystery to come. Because we're in the moment. What does it mean to capture the moments? Capturing the moment is when you think of something blooming. Moments bloom. They appear. They just happen. And we need to capture them. How do we capture the moments? When you think of blooming moments, what comes to mind? I bet because of the word, right? Blooming moments. Say what comes to mind. You might say, you know what comes to mind? Watching the leaves just come out, or the tulips in the spring, or the leaves just coming out after the sleep of the winter. Tiny little things coming alive. New baby birds and all of that in spring. Yeah, these are the moments. So why is that different from the blooms in your life? So let me take you on a journey of a few blooms. What does it mean to capture the moments? Is that when you think of the blooming, maybe it's your grandchild's giggle, the smell of your morning coffee, the warmth of the cup in your hand on a cold, freezing day, or the joy of a cold coffee, made especially for you to take in cold. That unexpected compliment that warmed your heart. You look beautiful, stunning. Hello, how are you feeling today? That. Or good morning, you look gorgeous. That. Good morning to yourself. Hey, you're okay. I'm okay. That was yesterday. Remember that? Or simply the quiet, holy stillness in being alive. Another day though, you remember that horrible thought you started? Ditch it. Let's see what thought can come for you today. So that's one of the things we have to remember. So too often we rush past these, but life, true, rich, prosperous life, is made in the milliseconds, not in mile makers. Got that? So the real thing about each moment is that it is not coming back. It is not retractable. It is not renewable. And you cannot pull it back no matter what you use to try to pull it back. That is why sometimes in our hurriness of doing, constantly performing, doing, we miss those moments. We miss these opportunities. We missed even what we desire. We worked on it. We prayed on it. We visualize it. We pulled it. We stretch it. We demand it. It's here, and we missed it. Why? It's like being in a classroom as a child and you're looking out the window and fantasizing summer and how you will run through the Shire, which is what happened in Lord of the Rings, right? But they missed the moment because somebody else had a plan and they fell in the wizard's plan. So we have to remember one thing in all what we do. Those capturing of this moment is what makes life worth it. When we talk about prosperity within the 5 pillars, they belong to emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. Because capturing the moment isn't about taking a picture, it's about being in the picture. Somebody asked me a few days ago something about meditation. And I cannot meditate. And I said, yes, you can. Every one of us can meditate. Every one of us meditates. We meditate all the time. There isn't a human that is not meditating. We do meditate consciously and then unconsciously. So most of us meditate unconsciously. When you think of things over and over and over, the same thing, the same memory, the same thought, the same anger, the same joy, you're meditating on it. You're making it part of you. You're living it again, reliving it if it is in the past. That's the difference. The meditation is being in the moment. The meditation is realizing in the moment things are going to bloom in your mind. But your responsibility, if you chose to sit and to be still in the moment, that's the beginning. So when you say, I do not meditate, I don't know how to meditate, you are meditating by just sitting. Making formal time for meditation, deciding I am going to sit still. And yes, thoughts are going to come. And they're like waves from the ocean. They're going to come, they're going to go. And in between the thoughts that comes and go, there is a gap. And it's in the gap meditation comes in. There is a gap. Between this and that, there is a gap. We have to go in the gap. Because that's where life is. It's in the breath that we take in the gap. Even if it's, that's the gap. The point is, you're meditating, you're sitting, you're doing it right, and you're wishing it going to come. You will get a transformation when nobody can tell you. Whatever you're looking for is not tangible when you meditate. It's a feeling. It's a realization. Because of my habit, I started to do it intentionally. And 3 months later, there's something happening to me I cannot pinpoint. I can't explain it to another person. I can't speak about it. That's your meditation working the magic in your heart, because you were watching the moments as they bloom. And that is what is important. So let's be real. You say, we are busy. Even in retirement, our minds race. We worry about bills. We ruminate about what someone said. We plan the future down to the last inch. But in doing that, we miss the bloom. All of what I just said, those 5 things, took us away from the moment. So flowers don't open because you rush them. They bloom when the time is right. And only those who are still and present and open can witness it. If you're looking looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here, and you can contact me, and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day. There's a part of meditation where they ask you to take a flower, hold it in your hand, and just look at it. See it. That is training to keep the mind on there. But the mind, like the rocket, is not going to go straight to the moon without some little bit of tweaking. So the mind won't see the true art in the flower. It will tweak. It will go this way to come back. And then you have to bring it back and say it's the flower. So this is what the bloom happens. That is the blooming. That's how we catch those moments when things are blooming. Ask yourself, how many precious moments did I miss last week because I was mentally somewhere else? You won't remember those, or you might. Somebody might say, didn't you hear this? Weren't you there? Am I capturing or bypassing my life? Am I capturing my life or am I bypassing my life because I am looking somewhere else for something to bloom that is big and magnificent? I asked someone earlier this week to learn to be grateful, but I am grateful. I say thank you all the time. That was the tone. Did you hear that? I am grateful. I say thank you all the time. So why did you just tell me you're restless? When you are grateful and you say it and you see it and you feel it, restlessness disappears. When you're watching the moments bloom in life, restlessness disappears. The moments of watching things bloom, it's not long moments. The same thing is gratitude in the moment is small. It does not have to be, I'm so grateful I won the lottery. No, I am so grateful I can flip my fingers. And it's not because you're comparing it to someone who cannot flip their arthritic fingers. No, it's just about you being in the moment and realizing, I can close my hand and make a fist. I felt the floor beneath my feet. I am grateful for that. Thank you. And one of the things we have to remember is gratitude in the moment is what makes other things happen for you. Have you ever heard someone say, the moment I walked away, I said, you know what, it's going to be, it will come. It came. Yeah, because they were holding so tight to it that they didn't allow it to breathe. The moment they released it, it going, finally I can be. Because you were choking it. And now you released it and say, you know what, it is what it is. I'm just going to do my best and go through my life and enjoy the moments as they bloom. Except we say as they come. But that stranglehold you had on your dream and your desire, the moment you let it go, it said to itself, thank goodness. She was killing me. Because you were. You were too intense. And if you're in the moment as things are blooming, you cannot be so intense. You cannot be so intense. You cannot. So that's why it's to find the moment. When you're looking, when Colin saw the first video of spring of the garden, she said something is missing. And she, where's the mirror? Because she knew she could see the garden coming through the mirror. It's the moment that she remembered she caught all those times. And where is it? If she hadn't been watching it in stillness, she wouldn't have realized the mirror wasn't there. So all of the people who've seen the video of before and the new one, only one person saw the mirror wasn't there. It's the moment in time. Look at where you are. Watch it as it blooms. It's not that difficult. It's just something that you have to do. You must look at life as it blooms. It's not difficult. It's only difficult if you're looking to see the CN Tower every day. But it's really, really, really easy if all you see is a differently shaped pebble that you did not expect to see there. Or it's just a pebble. Yesterday we had hummingbirds in the garden. And they're so tiny. And they're so fleeting. And they just come. And they go. They dig into the flower, they take their nectar, and off they go. Some of us can see it, and some of us can't. And those that can see that hummingbird for a moment is in the moment as things are blooming. That's blooming. Everything new is blooming because every minute in life is new. It is not going to, there are no 2 minutes that are the same. So, are you letting yourself feel the good moments? Not just observe them, but feel them. Joy, gratitude, laughter, peaceful silence. Let them register. Let what you're eating do this. Have a circle going through your mouth. That's the moment. That's the moment. You put that slice of toast and you put the cheese or the butter and you have it. It's the moment. It's like, have you ever gone to pick a fruit, a tomato, and the jacket stays on the fruit, on the tree, on the vine, and the tomato without a jacket is in your hand? Because it was just perfectly ready for the moment. Or you grab a Niagara peach and they're big and they're juicy from the tree, and the same thing happens. The jacket holding the peach is hanging on the tree, and you have this amazing fruit that's dripping down your arm. And as a child, what do? You lick the very nectar from the fruit. You can't wait to get in there, but you're licking the nectar. These are moments. Do you have any of those that you can use to replace those horrible moments that you're already planning of how to take someone down? So observe them, feel them. I talk about feelings a lot. Feel the moment. Marina said Niagara peach. Dawn said she's grateful for the long telephone. Always learn something from our conversations. It's the moment that matters. I talked about the peach. And Marina, remember them. You cannot eat anything if you haven't eaten a Niagara peach. So that is one of those things we have to remember. Allow myself to feel the fullness of every moment. That stuff is tough. That's challenging. Because we live in a busy world. Our world is so busy that to stay in the moment is like crazy. The moment is just, which moment? What happened? Learn to sit and say nothing. That is meditation. It's the moment, and the thoughts will go by. And again, I want you to remember the gap. You cannot go from 1 to 2 without a gap. Every second has a gap between the next second. What are you doing in the second? That's the moment when miracles happen, when the blooms happen, and you can't catch it. Train your thoughts to linger in the now. In the now. Train your thoughts to just stay there and have a dance in the now. Training. Use your mental energy to notice the golden details of today. How many of you looked up at the sky today? When the war started in the Ukraine, a young woman says, "Look at the stars from Ukraine. Look at the clouds. Look at the sky," she said. "I cannot see the sky in Ukraine right now because of the war." And that just started. Have you looked up? And check, because do not wait for the sky to be taken away from you for you to look for it. See it now. When she said that, I sent it around because it meant so much to me. she missed the sky, very young girl. And she said, I can't see the sky anymore because of the stuff from the bombs. So train your thoughts to linger in the now. Use your mental energy to notice the golden details of the sun as it rises and as it sets. See when the moon is waning or blooming or full. See it. Look and see if you can see the sky, the sun, the stars in the sky. So use this affirmation whenever you're feeling down this weekend. I focus on what is blooming in my life right now. And do not send me a DM to tell me, Tessa-Marie, nothing is blooming. You had a thought to send me a DM to tell me that nothing is blooming. You had a bloom. You saw there was a gap. And you thought, Tessa-Marie, I cannot see my blooms. Yeah, you have a bloom. You took a breath. You didn't have to make it happen. You didn't have to force it out. It just happened. And yet, we ignore it. It's effortless. We do not do anything. And you say you don't have a bloom? You bloom because you can breathe. Your body is always present. Even when your mind wanders, your feet just goes because you say, even if your mind isn't thinking on your walking, that is why you stub your toe on the stairs. That's why you slide down and hit your tailbone somewhere. Your body is going, your mind is somewhere else. Moments of blooming is being in the moment of where you want to put your feet. So even when your mind wanders, your body is in the blooming, it's present. Tune in. What are you seeing, smelling, touching, tasting right now? What are you? I live in harmony with the moment through my senses. Because our emotion and our five senses, they're constantly, that five senses, it's constantly knocking on the door of our emotion and sending it in every direction, good, bad, or ugly. So the moment of the universe, like yesterday with the hummingbirds, with the cardinals that are nesting in my rose bush, with the doves that are nesting on the other side, with the robin that wants to have a nest on my lamppost. What can we do? The universe, the God, your angels, they all speak in whispers. Remember that. Moments of awe, a breeze, especially when it's 100 degrees and you feel the breeze. Or do you still feel the 100 degrees and you didn't get in the gap of the breeze happening between 101 and 99? Because you weren't in the moment of listening and feeling the breeze. They all speak in whispers. A laugh, a sign. Are you listening? Did you hear that laughter? I see the divine in the smallest moments. Yeah. So guess what? You have sufficient money to pay your living expenses. What is that? Or the mosquito that wants to suck my blood out and die. But it wants it, like Jans just said. I see the divine in the smallest moments. It has to do its thing. Even financial moments can bloom. The first dollar that you saved this week. The feeling of giving generously. The ease of knowing you're building wisely for your future and those that follow you. I recognize and celebrate every step towards abundance. How to capture blooming moments daily. There is just a few minutes of that. Here's a simple way to do it. Pause. Several times a day, pause whatever you're doing. Remember we talk about the 10-minute or the 5-minute or the 2-minute. Sit down and no devices. You are going to have a hard time if you walk around. This is just the case with this thing in your hand. And I'm telling you, put it down and just sit. And close your eyes and feel your heartbeat. And maybe you have a sore waist, a sore hip, a sore knee, a sore arm, a sore shoulder. Maybe something is not working. That's the moment to give it, pay attention to it. Because it's happening now. It's in the moment. That's meditation. But it's difficult, challenging to sit and put those things down. Breathe. Let 3 deep breaths center you. You do it every day with me. What is blooming right now? A smile, a smell, a sight. Lilac. We're doing that. Acknowledge mentally. Say, I see you. I see you. Beautiful moment. I feel you. Amazing warm sun. Because come January, we're going to be looking for him. I was there. And when I was there, you weren't there. That's what sunshine is going to say to you in January. Because you see, in the heat of yesterday, we were angry at the sun. We hated the heat. Words. You know it's not my word. I do not like that word. But that's what people say. I can't stand this heat. But in January, you will say to the sun, I wish the sun would shine. And the sun will say, I did shine. But you weren't there when I was there. I came, but you could not take me in. You weren't there. You left me. You didn't even see when I stood before you. The sun speaks to you. Acknowledge mentally. Say, I see you, beautiful moment. Journal it at night. It trains your brain to catch more. The more you write about what you see, how you feel, the more your brain will open up to give you more. What moment did I nearly miss this week that held unexpected beauty? To see the mirror when Colin brought it back. I didn't miss it. I saw it. I smiled because I know what joy it brings. Because if you want to say anything, you can call me vain if you wish, it's okay. But on the way out of the garden, or going to the driveway, or going to the car, or going for a walk in my neighborhood, I look at the mirror and I smile at me. It's okay. So when the mirror wasn't there, I couldn't smile at the garage wall. There would be absolutely no reflection would there. So now commit to noticing one blooming moment today and capturing it in your heart. One. And hold it like that. It's going to want to gallop because a moment is coming. Hold it and savor it. Picture a garden. So ready. Open your eyes and close your eyes. Let's do this. A small meditation. I'm going to show you how to be. I'm using it like everybody else on the YouTube who takes you for this meditation. You can do it too. So this is what you do. Picture a garden anywhere. The garden that's for your childhood. The garden that you would love to see, to have. It's full of unopened buds. Everywhere you look, there are little buds everywhere. As you stand and breathe, one begins to open. Slowly, it opens and its color is vibrant. Suddenly, it smells like something you have never seen before. You're in awe. And that smell fills the air. You smile. And you do not wait for the flower, the bloom to greet you. You say, hey, hello, I see you. To the bloom. Now imagine moments like this surrounding you all day. They're waiting to be seen. You're driving and you just notice a new building going up. And you notice the sun shining across and hitting the windows. And you can say in your mind, wow, whoever gets those apartments, they can have some really nice plants blooming in there. Something good. So that's what it is a moment. See something great. Instead of saying, that building is so close to the highway, it will be busy, it will be noisy. Get away from that. So those things that you see like that, they're waiting to be seen. When you open your eyes, may you carry the softness of the bloom with you everywhere. You don't need a camera to capture the best moments. You need presence. You need to be in the moment. Let life bloom before those beautiful, colorful eyes of yours today and always. And say, with love, I see you. With joy, I get you. You are the nectar of my life. You give me something to hold on to. Yes, the moment will pass. But I can remember the taste of a peach. I, for one, that no longer have a great time with eating bread or wheat certainly remember the days when I would load a hot bread, bun, or stick from my dad's bakery, my parents' bakery, and load it with butter and cheese, and they would melt. And that was the best time. So when things get tough, or when I come across a challenge, I draw back on those moments when my dad tousled my hair after I just had it done, or when my brother purposely sent the ball to hit my nose. It missed, I caught it, and I was able to send it back, and I hit his nose. So there you go. We have those moments when you have nothing else to do. That's why you create memories with your children and your grandchildren. That's why you create memories with your siblings, because when the going gets tough, it's those memories that keep your head up, because you had them. You can pull them in a moment when things are just so difficult. So those blooms that are coming this weekend, capture them. Have a wonderful and amazing day. I love you. I respect you. I'm grateful for your presence here with me today.